Hello, audience. My name is Dawson. His name is Justin.
Hello.
Welcome back to Nerdom News. Today, in the news, we have some kind of speculation leaks, talked about news. It was leaked on Reddit, I guess a couple hours ago, a couple of days ago, that for 2019, there are four Batman franchise movies set to come out that year, to release that year. Now, what that means is not necessarily four Batman movies, but four movies that include Batman characters. Of course, we have the Batman movie,
Hmm.
starring Ben Affleck, coming out that year. But earlier in the year, starting on Valentine's Day, it is, I guess, speculated that we'll be getting the Gotham City Sirens movie, which of course is um, going to be who is it? Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy, and the lead of it is of course Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie, which is pretty cool. So Valentine's Day 2019 is when that is speculated to hit theaters. What do you think about this, Justin? We already know about Gotham City Sirens, but what do you think about it coming out, or yeah, it coming out on Valentine's Day? Whatever you think about the movie, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but the thing is, just looking it up real quick, Valentine's Day is on a Thursday in 2019, and
Sure.
movies almost always come out on a Friday.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Most of the time, unless it's some like weird like indie flick.
Yeah.
Um, so that right there already seems to point that to being negative, unless they mean like, oh yeah, the first showing is at like 7 o'clock on Valentine's Day, and then like, because
What
that's how
was
movies tend to premiere now. It's like it comes out this Friday, but the first showing is Thursday night.
okay? What day was Valentine's Day last year?
Last year, I'm I know you're referring to Deadpool, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that was a
that had to be a Wednesday,
Sunday.
Sunday. Well, I thought.
Okay,
Okay, so no, it doesn't fucking matter, Justin.
okay. I mean, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but okay. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, we've heard about this movie for a long time now. We've seen so
few
many like
months.
casting rumors. Um,
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, who of course is known for like movies like Jurassic World, have actually opened up on their casting rumors. Her in particular, she's rumored to be playing Poison Ivy. It's definitely a fan casting for her. And not too long ago, about a day or two ago, she opened up and said, "Hey, she's a badass character. You know, maybe, who knows? Maybe she's in the running. Maybe she's already done casting for it. Maybe she's read a little script or something. We don't know, but at least she knows about the character. She knows the fans want her. So Bryce Dallas Howard as Poison Ivy, I dig it.
I don't know what she looks like, so I can't say one way or another.
She'd fit if she grew her hair out, and had longer hair. She'd be a badass Poison Ivy, and she really is a lot of people's kind of fan casting. Because you're kind of like you're not going to get Emma Roberts, or not Emma Roberts, Emma Stone. Because uh, she's already done Gwen Stacy.
I mean,
Um,
you can say that, but like Ryan Reynolds did Green Lantern, and now he's Deadpool.
yeah, but he did it as Redemption,
Yeah, but I mean, you
and
can't
because
you
he
can't
actually
count
like,
somebody out of the cards because there's people on both sides of Marvel and DC that were in like Marvel and DC films.
yeah,
So I
okay.
mean,
So she
people can
could still be
cross.
it. Megan Fox was rumored right at the beginning. I really don't want her.
Yeah, she's kind
Um,
of a not a great actress anymore. She hasn't really
yeah,
been since Transformers.
man, was she a good actress?
She was in
She's
sex
eye
appeal.
candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all she is. And
I
then
mean, you
Catwoman.
kind of have to think about it. Gotham City Sirens movie would be nothing but eye candy.
Yeah, because
Because
you
we
have
already have Margot
three
Robbie,
of.
which is everybody's wet dream of the DCEU. And, I mean, going forward with three, let's say, cute girls in one movie. This movie nothing but eye candy.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Catwoman. A few people want is I've seen who played Jen Erso in Rogue One. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. People wanted her. I wish I would have prepared with a few names, but there's a few uh, not casting rumors, but fan speculation and fan castings for Catwoman.
Hmm.
But of course, all we know for the movie so far is Margot Robbie. Maybe we'll get some cameos from maybe the Joker and maybe Batman. But who knows? Next movie up. We're trying to move fast, but still have a good conversation here. Next movie is Nightwing, which is thought to or is speculated or whatever going to hit theaters Memorial Day weekend. So Nightwing, of course, is a character that a lot of people have been waiting to see a live action version of. There was a TV show sold not too long ago, and we really thought we were going to get a Nightwing TV show, or it was a Teen Titans TV show with Nightwing in it.
Hmm.
But we never got it. We never got it. I haven't really heard much about it. But a Nightwing movie, Justin, what do you think about that?
I mean, Nightwing has always been a really cool character. I was first introduced to the character thanks to Teen Titans when they had that one episode where Robin went into the future. Or no, it was
Yeah. No.
Starfire.
Yeah.
Um,
No, wait. Was it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
and ever since that episode, I've really dug Nightwing as the character. I don't know
Yeah.
much about him, but he's just a cool dude, and of course, they had him in Young Justice, right? In the second season.
Yeah. Dick Grayson eventually went on to be Nightwing.
Okay, yeah, and he was really cool in that. I've seen at least one or two of the Warner Brothers Teen Titan movies,
Yeah.
and he's also cool in that. I
I
think
don't
there was one
know.
he was in. I might be wrong on that. I don't know.
He might have been in the Teen Titans versus the Justice League,
Yeah, I think that's one I've seen.
or Justice League versus Teen Titans, something of that nature. He might be in that just as I don't know. I don't know
Hmm.
why he'd be in it, but I think he might have been in it.
I don't know. I
But
might be wrong on that, but he's just a cool character. Um,
um,
he definitely does not get as much screen time as he should because like
well,
I feel like
yeah,
he's not really used much in like shows, but he definitely is used in comic books. He has his own line in the Rebirth comics.
yeah.
But he's a cool character, and of course there was a bunch of fan casting for him, such as Zac Efron.
Zac
Um,
Efron, Jared Padalecki.
mhm.
Who's the James Franco's brother?
Dave Franco.
Dave Franco, Stephen Yen from, or I believe it's Stephen Yen from Walking Dead. There's been a bunch of people like talked about. There's been like fan made posters and stuff for a Nightwing movie.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like with the DCEU, we already know that Robin is a part of it. He was there at some point.
Hmm.
Um, whether the Joker killed him or there's those rumor or those kind of speculations that the Joker is actually Robin and it was the Joker before him. So like basically like a whole theory is that Jared Leto's Joker is actually Robin, just like in that one Batman Forever. No, not Batman Forever. That's a damn movie. The one, the Joker Returns animated thing for
Hmm.
Batman Beyond. Remember that? Remember that
Yeah, I
one?
remember that one. That's what I
Uh,
always think of when I think of Joker and Robin. That's my first
yeah.
thought.
That Joker is actually Robin, because the original Joker brainwashed him and turned him into this young Joker kid. Eventually, that Joker kid did kill the original Joker, but
Hmm.
there's whole speculation that they kind of used that whole thing. And since Jared Leto's Joker is a little bit young, he's very stylized.
He's
Um,
definitely nowhere near the same age as Batman, which seems like they've usually been about the same age in other
so that's
mediums.
that's been a speculation that Joker is Robin. Whether it is or not, hey, we don't really know. Um, but we do know Robin's in the extended universe, but he's thought to be dead. But for Nightwing, did Batman have multiple Robins? That's definitely a possibility. We have plenty of Robins out there.
Hmm.
Dick Grayson, Thomas Wayne, or not Thomas Wayne. What am I thinking about? I've been up way too. I woke up way too early today. Damian Wayne, and just a bunch of plethora of Robins out there to use. But yeah, Nightwing movie. We'll be getting it in 2019. I mean, Nightwing is the only movie in this lineup that has not been announced yet.
I think
Every
they've
other
announced one
movie,
yet. I mean, yeah. Uh,
there's not a Nightwing movie announced.
uh,
No.
Either it's been announced or it's been heavily rumored.
Oh, well, it hasn't been officially announced yet. When I looked up and Googled stuff this morning, I heard nothing about it being announced. But next up, we do have a movie that was announced just a couple days ago. We didn't actually make a video on it, but that is Joss Whedon's Batgirl, which is supposed to hit theaters in August of 2019. Um, so yeah, Joss Whedon was announced to direct the Batgirl movie for the DCEU. It's supposed to be heavily influenced by the Rebirth Batgirl. No casting for Barbara Gordon has been done yet and has been announced, but we do know Joss Whedon's at the helm. Of course, he is noted for doing such shows as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Firefly, and he also directed Avengers.
Hmm.
So he does have a lot of stuff within the nerd kingdom. Um, but yeah, Batgirl. I think it's a really cool character. I think it's a cool movie. There's a lot of stuff to explore. What do you think, Justin?
Batgirl is a character that I don't know much about, but she is still a cool character. Um, I don't really know who could play her, but I'm sure there's a million people out there that would be perfect for the role that I just cannot think of because I'm not very well versed in actors and actresses as I should be for videos like this. I haven't really seen any fan casting for her either. Like I'm sure I've seen a couple that have just slipped my mind,
Sure.
but I mean she's a cool character, and I'm sure everybody would love seeing her on the big screen because that's another character I don't think we've ever really truly seen is a live action Batgirl. Like we've
No,
seen
we.
Barbara
Yeah, go
Gordon, I
ahead.
believe, but I don't think we've seen a Batgirl. But I could be
Now
wrong.
there is one fan casting, Justin, that you kind of overlooked that was talked about quite a while ago, and it's of your favorite girl, who's Anna Kendrick,
I'd be down.
as Batgirl. Of course, she was also kind of rumored to be playing Squirrel Girl, which is also happening. Whether or not she'll actually move over to TV for that, who knows?
Hmm.
That's somebody that could play her. I don't necessarily. I think she's fine. She's not my favorite. She is a very pretty lady, but she wouldn't be my first choice to play Batgirl. But that's somebody that has been speculated in the past.
I mean, we have Ben Affleck, and we've seen him work with her before, and I remember us talking about this before when this was a fan casting, and we were talking about it because of the accountant. So we know they can work together
They have some
somewhat
type of
well.
chemistry. Yeah, sure.
So I mean, if they throw her and him together again, then that's not the worst thing in the world.
No, but we'll see what they do. We'll see what happens. Of course, this is very early on. We still have about pretty much 2 years until that movie would be released.
Hmm.
So, hey, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. I just hope that Joss Whedon stays on and it doesn't change directors 3 times. Because I think he could really make a badass Batgirl movie. Because he really is, he's really good at making badass women.
Hmm.
Um, and then last but certainly not least, the movie that we've known about for quite a while now, the Batman movie, which is set to hit theaters in November of 2019, and of course has Matt Reeves set to direct. that movie. Matt Reeves is the director. I don't really know much of what he's done. I'm sure when he was first announced, a few of his movies were mentioned, but none that I can name off the top of my head. Hopefully, none that are too notable that I will feel crappy about myself later for looking up and realizing. Um, but yeah, Ben Affleck still set the star in it as Batman. There's actually some news coming out right now that me and Justin might make a video after this about. It's kind of cool news. I haven't actually told him we're gonna make another video after this, but we might. Um, but yeah, there's some new news about the Batman movie that's pretty cool. So watch the channel for that if you made it this far in the video. But yeah, Justin, what do you think about Ben Affleck as Batman? What do you think about his solo movie? Do you think he still should have directed it, or do you understand his reasonings? What do you think about the Batman?
Um, Ben Affleck as Batman, we've seen does a pretty good job. I can't think of anybody else out there that would be a better fit as Batman than.
Adam West. What?
But he's a cool dude. He seems to fit the role quite nicely as both Batman and
Bruce
Master
Wayne.
Wayne. But he's a cool guy. He definitely has them. He's good in action movies. So he definitely fits that role well. And I mean, Batman's Batman. Um, him
You're right.
directing the
Batman
movie,
is Batman.
him not directing the movie anymore. I feel like he still is taking the reins just a tiny bit because he seems to have so much passion for this character. But I can understand his why he stepped down from the directing position because it's hard
Yeah.
to act and direct a movie at the same time.
Yeah.
And plus it was putting so much added pressure onto him, and like everybody kept coming after him saying like, when's the movie being released? When's the movie being announced? When is anything about this movie being talked about? And it's like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me about this because I cannot talk about it. So getting all that kind of weight off his shoulders is a good thing.
Yeah.
He can focus more on the acting part and giving us a truly badass Batman that we do need because
For this universe, of course, we've
yeah.
had the Nolan Batman, which is also badass. But when it comes to this universe and how on and off it is with fans, we really need Batman to deliver. We need Superman to deliver. We need all of these next few, how about say Justice League movies, these next few DC movies to deliver for the fans to stick around. Because, I can love Batman, but it doesn't mean I'm going to take every Batman thing that comes at me with, I'm just going to pull it in me and be like, no, it's Batman. I love it because it's Batman. No, it's not going to happen. I want a good Batman. That's why I agree with you. I understand why he stepped down with all the criticism that Batman v Superman got. It really does take a burden on you trying to make sure you get a character right while also directing and just everything in general when it comes to directing a movie. He's done many movies where he's directed and also starred in, and movies that he's written and also starred in. But when it comes to a character like Batman and the DC universe as a whole, it's not like
if you fuck up Batman, people will hunt you down to the end of the earth.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to have that responsibility on his head from at least the director's standpoint.
yeah, it's Batman. I mean, not everybody likes Batman. Justin, he's very open with his just appreciation for the character, but it's not his favorite.
Batman is okay, but I think he's a tad bit overhyped. But he's still a character that is historical.
So for him to be done right for the fans of the character, me, hello, I want a cool Batman, and he showed he could be a good Batman, and he shows that he could lead this universe if done right. He's of course is the Iron Man of this universe. Of course, Superman started it, but Batman is kind of like the link to them all, especially in the Justice League, bringing them all together. So Batman universe starting in the DCU, I'm hyped for it. Definitely hearing another villains movie, which get the villains right. For Gotham City Sirens, of course, we get the Nightwing movie, Batgirl movie, and the Batman movie. there's plenty of movies coming out in 2019. That's just 4 DC movies in 2019 that are reportedly maybe happening. Who knows? But of course, we'll report on these movies later on if any news comes out for them. But that's really it.
One thing I'd like to say real quick is I hope that with all these DC movies reportedly, rumoredly, supposedly coming out in 2019, I hope they don't like overextend themselves and like oversaturate the market with DC movies, because we see about like around 1 to 3 movies from like both Marvel and DC are about coming out around nowadays.
Yeah.
2 is kind of like the prime number I can think of for like at least DC, because we have like Wonder Woman and then Justice League. But I hope them doing 4 doesn't like push themselves too far and it's like people get tired of the movies.
That's just 4 Batman movies.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, there's a few movies coming out in 2018. I don't know exactly the 2019 schedule for the DCEU. Of course, we do have the Batman. That has been kind of guaranteed and already slated. That's going to be coming out. So it's to come out in 2018, but with the whole switching of the directors and kind of some new script rewrites, they pushed it back to another year.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. Over convoluting a universe, especially within 1 year, back to back, it could get a little bit fuzzy, especially when it comes to this is like my biggest concern is this. It is movies about Batman and his Bat family, kind of, and his Batman characters, but the last movie to come out is the Batman movie. So that raises a little bit of concern. I don't want to be introduced to Batgirl and Nightwing and learn about them before I get to learn about them in the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'd be nice to be introduced to Barbara Gordon and have flashbacks to a Robin that could be potentially a Nightwing. But we're getting a Nightwing movie first, then Batgirl, and then Batman. Of course, we've already been introduced to Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, so I'm not as nervous for that. But that's some of my concerns is, Batman being the final movie of that year, if any of this is true.
Mm-hmm. One thing, they do have a movie slated for 2019, and that is Shazam. So that'd be potentially 5 DC movies in 1 year, and I feel like that'd be a lot more than what the audience would want. Shazam is slated for April 5th, 2019. So that's like
right
in the middle of like Gotham City Sirens and Batgirl, yeah. So they could be shoving a lot of things onto the market, and people might not be happy about that.
Yeah. Who knows? This whole story could be completely false, and it could just be a Reddit user being like, "Hey guys, you like your hopes and dreams? Well, fuck them." But yeah. So this video is going on way too long. Like I said, we have another video to record after this, possibly. But yeah. So Justin, any final thoughts? Take us out.
Not really any final thoughts past this point, but we'd like to thank y'all for watching. Let us know down below, what do you think of these rumored movies to be coming out in 2019? But until next time, guys, we'll see you later.
Bye.